Today's March 21st, 2019. As an American, I see all the chaos, waste, and disunity our government representatives have brought to our communities, our workplace, and our homes. I've seen that they've lost the essence of what our founding fathers forged upon this land, with the perception that this America was conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. But this is only a premise empty of sensible meaning and empty of substance. For reality manifests a conflicting view in how liberty and equality is defined. The manner and perception most of our leaders and communities endorse and how we respond to each other designates the absolute definition of believing that we still hold liberty and equality as the primary element that makes us American. You know, we confuse liberty with restraint, equality with divergence, and especially by the people elected or hired as representatives, public servants, to uphold the attributes of the Constitution. Our system of government has decayed to the point that it embroils senses of antagonistic fashion. They only view issues and without observing solutions, or hearing accusations without listening to recommendations. Can no longer have civil dialogue. There's only division and blame. So, as a proud American, I ask that my fellow brothers and sisters engage in educating, and pushing awareness and respectful dialogue on how and what our needs are to our representatives. We need to disengage from notions imposed from past ideologies that are outdated and ineffective. Millennials, we're now the biggest voting bloc, 73 million. As you know, we're underrepresented and overly exploited, by these policies that not only hinder our growth or repress our voices, but they ultimately insult our identity and violate our integrity and values. Most of these policies are born out of greed, pretentiousness, deception by a generation that hasn't evolved from their prejudice, bigotry, or ideologies of supremacy of an era past gone. They slowly dehumanize and weaken and incarcerate our spirit of freedom and valor, and this is all done just by conjuring the lowest of our human emotions, which is fear and shame. America is not a nation of policies. America is a nation of people. We need to acknowledge our differences as attributes and become familiar with these differences, so fear and shame are no longer used to manipulate the direction we seek as a nation. America is a great country. So it's time for us to really, I want to invite everybody, I appreciate everybody listening, and I want to invite everybody to be a part of history and be a part of this. And I'll try to do whatever I can to make sure that all the information is readily available and there for you, so all the right decisions can be made. Please exercise your rights.